Hi everyone, Brett Hazlitt from Global GreenTag International. I love talking green. Today I'm in the Sustainability Pavilion at ArchiBuild 23 here in Melbourne, and I've got the pleasure of talking with the people from Island Block Paving. Great company from the Apple Isle, otherwise known as Tasmania. So come with me, let's go and speak to a couple of the people behind Island Block Paving. Hi everyone, Brett Hazlitt talking green. We've got Phil Thurlow, the man behind the brand that is Island Block Paving. Phil.
How are you, Brett?
Very good, thank you.
That's good.
How are you finding ArchiBuild 23 this year?
We've been really good today, yeah. The interest is great. Yeah, fantastic.
Look, I've had the pleasure of travelling over to the wonderful Apple Isle, just off the coast here.
Yeah.
And met you, and I know a fair bit about Phil. But for all the people that don't know anything about you, who is Phil Thurlow?
I don't know how much information I should divulge here. So I'm a husband, father, grandfather, and I suppose I'm a people person, I would say. Yeah.
Excellent. So how did you get to where you are, making blocks and pavers and bricks, etc., there in Launceston?
Well, my background, so we're 30 years old at Island Block this year, actually, later in the year. So we started off from a paddock, like a greenfield site of 6 acres. And how we got to where we are today was probably actually driven a little bit by our multinational opposition. When we first started, they tried to drive us out of business because we actually used to be employed by them and we wanted to do our own thing. So there was no hard feelings there, that was business, but we had to actually start looking at niche products to get a margin to actually survive. And when all your properties are all mortgaged and you got your backs to the wall, you sort of get a bit of creative with your thinking. And pretty well from day one, 30 years ago, we didn't just make standard blocks and pavers, we made niche products, and the sustainable range actually grew over the coming years.
So, sitting in your office and we were talking about sustainability, talking about Island Block Paving, and you shared with me a dream for Tasmania and even greater, that you'd like to see zero waste and products such as yours. You were very passionate about the sustainability benefits it brings to Tasmania. Do you want to share with our viewers, some of that story you were telling me?
Yeah, it's really just probably most people with a bit of an eye on sustainability. It's really just like trying to look after our future. But with what we're into with the recycled glass sand replacement, it actually gives us different aesthetic finishes as well. Because as we know out there's people interested in sustainability, but there's also people interested in just what a product looks like. So we had to try and find the balance between having a recycled product and how we actually marketed that. We've got polishing machines, we've got shot blasting machines that expose the aggregate, so it's sort of just bringing it all together into a product that's commercially people want. So I think that's where we've ended up with the product range we've got today.
So, sustainability, have you always been passionate? Have you, or was it simply it was a great opportunity for the business? But I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think it's a combination of everything, because we've always had a passion for it. We started with a greenfield site, so we were just a paddock, and then we had to actually build the site, the factory. Right from day one, we built a fairly big water storage area, so we've always had recaptured water. We've always had to manage our waste really well in the early days till today. And then, like I said, we've always had an interest, and then as the years gone by and there's just more awareness, we've probably delved deeper and deeper into it.
So what's next for Island Block Paving?
We've just released, that's probably the reason we're here, we've got a new bespoke range, a new 60mm high elongated brick. Deborah might see it in the background here. That's our new range.
So Phil, your journey into certification accreditation, there's a lot of labels out there. There's ticks, there's cute looking little animals on labels. Why did you choose Global GreenTag?
Good question. Probably because of you, Brett.
And that's a very legitimate question.
Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's a great answer.
I think you actually remember back, we actually searched online and we made contact, and it just went from there. We obviously researched you, and we've been really happy with the relationship. It's been easy, and I think it gives us benefits and it gives us credibility.
So the whole process of going through the certification from when you started and the assessor introduced themselves, how did you find that process? Did you realise that after you paid the money, this just wasn't simply pay some money and 24 hours later you're going to get a certificate in the mail?
We have had a few designers ask us what's it about, and I'm saying we get audited to make sure everything we're saying is actually true, and that relates back to what you said. Well, obviously you guys come in and want to know, when the last time you went to the toilet and when you cleaned your teeth and all that sort of stuff.
Which are very important things.
Yeah. Like you'll see on our, like if we're saying, on our tick points, our 38% recycled content, our 25% cement reduction, our, solar farm we use, our captured water, our natural curing methods in our kilns. We can say all that, but it's got to be substantiated, and obviously that's where you guys come through with a fine-tooth comb and make sure what we're actually saying is true. Because one of our annoying things is there's plenty out there. Like if you actually walk around this exhibition, every second person's got sustainable or this up. What's it mean?
Absolutely.
We can all say
very
we're
confusing.
sustainable. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if that answered your question, but
yeah, absolutely. There's obviously, and clearly I work for Global GreenTag International, but there's a lot more staff at Global GreenTag. All of the staff were helpful to you going through accreditation and even once you're certified?
Yeah, no, it all went pretty seamless, really. Luckily for me, once we come to the financial arrangement and we agree from a company point of view to proceed, internally our general manager Jason, he handled all the information, and then I got more involved in the marketing side once the accreditation come through. But we're really happy with you guys.
Absolutely.
Couldn't say anything else, could I?
Look,
on camera?
No, well,
no,
yes,
I'm only joking. No, it's been good.
Look, and look, I can honestly say the relationship between Global GreenTag and Island Block and Paving has been phenomenal, and it's been great to be working with someone who, wanted to be certified and was just so helpful in doing whatever it takes. So, what's the future for Island Block and Paving?
Our future is we'll keep doing what we've done for 30 years. We'll keep evolving our product range, and we'll be evolving our product range in our sustainable range, because one goes hand in hand. We've actually just brought out one reason we're here, we've got a new what we call Bricks for the Future product. So we've always made bricks, but we're making an elongated brick product. So we've got 60mm high, 390 long. And look, purely how this product come about, obviously it's got our recycled content in it and so forth. How it come about was we get a lot of designers actually a bit frustrated. They want a long skinny brick, but most of them come from overseas at a fairly significant cost to the environment for shipping costs and whatever, apart from the economical cost of not dealing with an Australian company. We just put some energy into it, and it's a combination of trying to tick those boxes, and also given the market like something different from a module. Like bricks are so common, and bricks will be around for many years to come, obviously, but to be able to have a choice of in commercial buildings, subdivisions, taking a bit of sameness out of design. So that's where we're at right at the minute.
Okay, that's great. Well, look, that's a wrap today. We've been talking with Phil from Island Block and Paving. I'm Brett Haslett. We've been talking green. Thanks very much, Phil, for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Brett.
And look forward to a much longer and very beneficial relationship with Island Block and Paving.
No problem.